Hello, I'm Richard Murphy, and I want to talk about something which is pretty important as a question about tax in the UK economy right now, which is, do we need tax increases in 2020? Or even 2021, come to that. Because of course we've had the coronavirus crisis, and we know that the government is planning to spend at least £360 billion over budget to address the issues that have arisen. So, do we need tax rises to actually address that issue and rebalance the economy? Well, my answer is no. In fact, my answer is that would be absolutely disastrous for the UK economy, and it will be for some time to come. Let me explain why. The government thinks that running a deficit, that is, spending more than it gets in tax revenue, is really serious. Except every government in the world is doing that now, so no one is going to be surprised when the UK does it. And the government thinks it will need to increase taxes to rebalance the economy. But what they've forgotten is what taxes do. Taxes, quite literally, and I'm going to do it, take money out of your pocket. And when money goes out of your pocket, you can't spend it. The government's got it. It's gone. Disappeared. It's not yours anymore. And the point about that is that you won't then be going out into the high street or online or wherever and using that cash to buy things that you want or need. And because you won't be spending it, you won't be giving it to other businesses. And that means that they won't be employing people. And the big crisis our economy is going to face is not the fact that we've got a deficit, however big it might be now and in the next few years, but the fact that we're going to have very large numbers of people unemployed. We, of course, don't know how many precisely will be unemployed, but there's pretty good estimates that say the number could be up to 6 million people out of work in the UK. And if that's the case, it will be an all-time record and one that we would never wanted to see. Taking tax out of the economy then will simply increase the length of time over which we have record unemployment. What we should instead do is keep taxes low. When we keep taxes low, people can spend. When people can spend, businesses can employ people. When people are employed, they pay tax. When people actually are employed, what's left over after they pay tax is spent. And so we go through a virtuous cycle of spending, giving rise to more spending, giving rise to more tax paid, giving rise to more economic activity, giving rise to more tax paid, and we actually have a thing called the multiplier. So right now, keeping taxes low will put this multiplier into existence. And what the multiplier will do, will say, we'll create employment, we'll put people to work, they'll pay more tax. When they pay more tax, the government, of course, clears its deficit, but also it can therefore be confident about spending more, so more people will be put to work, and onwards and upwards. Unusually, this is a time when low tax is a virtue, because low tax will solve our economic problem. The last thing the government needs to do is to actually put up taxes overall now, and nobody should be talking about it, because if they are, what they're wishing is for more unemployment in the UK, and that's a disaster. Thanks for watching. I'm Richard Murphy. There are other videos linked below. Click the subscribe button. Also follow me on my blog, Tax Research UK, and on Twitter @Richard J. Murphy. Thanks a lot.